Hello everybody, welcome to All the Mods 9 episode 5. Last episode I worked a lot out of my A2 auto crafting. We set up all of these computers, all of these molecular assemblers. I set up some P2P tunnels, if you can see over there. So that's what I've been doing. We also set up some of these like travel anchors. We improved the machine room a bit. We automated our mechanism setup, and we were using applied mechanistics to like input the what do you call it, the infused types in this, and we're storing them in our A2 system as an infused type. So check the previous video out if you're confused over how we automated that whole setup. But yeah, this is kind of cool that I only have 2 infusing factories for automating all of my infusing machines for mechanism related stuff. So that's pretty cool. If you can see, I have been auto crafting up a bunch of mechanism stuff because today I want to go heavy into mechanism. I want to finish all of the basic stuff today. So yeah, okay, let's do that. As you can see, I have a bunch of these set up. That's quite annoying because all of these now have energy. Yeah, that is very annoying. I guess we just wait for them to fill up. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a thermal evaporation block today for some brine production. If you can see the quest line here, I crafted up a bunch of these stuff. So I crafted up all of these machines right here. That's all I've done. And today I'm trying to build the setup for the thermal evaporation stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on it over here. So I also moved all of my mystical agriculture stuff here, but the modular routers are not linked up again, so I need to fix that. But yeah, the base is coming along. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the thermal evaporation blocks here. So what these things do is basically they take in heat and water or some other liquid, and they'll take in heat and convert the liquid to another liquid with heat. So for example, this thing produces brine, which is just salty water, right? NaCl with water. If I put in water inside this, so that's all it is. But yeah, we need to think about how we set up our heat system, because that's something you have to think about. But yeah, I crafted up, as you can see, so many of these thermal evaporation blocks. I think I calculated exactly to the max. So these things are 4x4 structures, and if you can see like this, oops. But yeah, these things I'm just gonna try to build like this, and all you have to do is go up 18 blocks. So this is 1, 2, right? So this can go up 18 blocks for its max size. Let me grab a wand real quick. 16, 17, 18. I think that's the max size. We can check the controller by putting one here. So all you have to do is put a controller right here, and I'm gonna put valve right here. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so height is 18. Let's check how many we used. So we used 296, which I think is close to what I calculated. Actually, it's more than what I calculated, so I think we have a little bit extra, which is fine, right? So now we can remove these corners because a quick, easy way setup of getting heat into this machine is just by putting 4 solar generators. These things generate electricity when they have sunlight, access to sunlight, but these things also produce heat when they're producing in the daytime. So these things are pretty easy way of just getting easy access to heat. But as you can see, sometimes we have nighttime. I'm gonna fix that later on, but for times when we don't have access to daylight, I'm gonna set up this resistive heater right here. What this thing does, it takes in Fe, kilo Fe, and then it pushes out I don't know which side goes where, but it pushes out heat. And the way we take out heat is by using these insulation thermodynamic conductors, and this is how we move heat around. But I don't know how the heat moves. I think maybe it's oh, that's that's unfortunate. Let's just fix. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, there you go. Yeah, okay. Let's put that there. I don't know which side goes where. I think I'm gonna put it like this. And I'm gonna put a gate right there. Okay, so this thing is getting power right now, and this thing is gonna generate heat. We can. Oh wow, that's generating a lot of heat. We can set up a limit. So I think I'm just gonna go maybe 50K. I think that's good. We have plenty of power. Our passive power thing is generating almost. How much does this transfer? This transfers exactly 50K, so I'm gonna just move in 50K. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. This thing is looking like it's transferring heat. So this thing should be receiving heat. If we look into the controller, this heat is going up. That's a lot of temperature, as you can see. That is kilo Kelvin, I think, right? Kilo Kelvins. So that is 12,000, 13,000 kilo Kelvins. Yeah, that's a lot. Sorry, did I say 1,000 kilo? What? Okay, it's the same thing. But yeah, 12 kilo kelvins of heat. But yeah, that's a lot. We need more of these thermodynamic. Okay, that's for later. But yeah, we need some valves to actually be able to access stuff. So I'm gonna set up one valve here for the output. So this is how we input and output stuff, by setting up valves. Yeah, as you can see, every time we see a redstone glow right here, that's when it says when the multi-block is actually active. So I think we can set up some water right here. So we can input water from here, and we should be able to output the brine from here. So let's get a sink. I'm going to use integrated dynamics for this, because integrated dynamics, if you didn't know, has no limits on their pipes. It's basically unlimited, or max long, I think, the max number that you can actually have in the number. But yeah, all we need to do is put a fluid interface on this, put an importer, and then by default this should only be set to 1000, so 1 bucket per tick. I think we could even set it to just like 10,000, so 10 buckets every tick, which is just crazy. Oh, that is not crazy. Oh wow, okay, let's set it to a million. Yeah, let's just go crazy like that. I mean, I said to 100,000, but I think that's enough. Oh wow, okay, so we already filled it up all the way. 10,000, 10 buckets. So that's 10,000 millibuckets, right? So that's 10 buckets of brine, and that's a lot. That's very fast. It's all because of this. This thing is just so fast. That's actually crazy. It's because of this resistive heater right here. Yep, that's a lot of heat. Yeah, I don't think these things blow up if you give them too much heat, so I think it's fine. But stuff like fusion reactors and stuff, they definitely blow up, so make sure if you're careful of that, the other stuff. But yeah, let's build the other one right here. First of all, actually, I need a... So we're going to use quantum entangloporters for moving around our stuff. I think we can distribute the brine equally amongst this and this, I think. I don't know if it'll all go into this, actually. I might have to put them on the same block to make sure they don't overlap each other, I think. But yeah, let's just put a valve here. Put our controller. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it actually visually shows you the water filling up. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this thing right here is what's gonna take our brine and process it into, I believe, sulfur. No, what was it? I've completely forgot. I do not remember. Let's put it in and see. But also, I just remembered. We don't actually have to think about this, because the integrated dynamics stuff, I could just use integrated dynamics, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, integrated dynamics, the cables actually have a round robin mode, so that's something we can just use. All we have to do is just to import all fluids and set up round robin. I think that should just work. uh, let's just put it for slow for now, but because we want to do this, we want to see the process happening in front of our eyes. So yeah, let's put up a fluid interface right here. Okay, let's see. So disconnected, disconnected. Oh, we need to make sure this is we actually create our channels. So okay, so this is pretty cool because this thing right here, this can transport anything. It's like an ender chest, ender tank, everything combined in one block. This can transport gases, fluids, anything, and it has no like limits on like input and output stuff. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna set items all void, gases void, uh, and then I think we're moving fluid, right? So fluid, let's do input, right? And we're not ejecting, we're just taking in input from the top, right? So okay, we're doing that, and then we're gonna set this to brine. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, brine, and then do we just click like this? And what? How do I set the channel? Set. I think it's set then. It does show you an air buffer and also energy buffer if you see up there, which is how it works, I think. Okay, let's put the variable card in. This should moving. Oh, see, it's working. So yeah, it's doing round robin. So we're getting brine in this thing, but we're also getting the lithium in this. That's what we wanted. The brine is being turned into lithium. I think the brine is actually not sodium, it's actually lithium. Somehow we're getting lithium through the salt water. Apparently there's sodium and lithium in the salt, apparently. So yeah, so we're getting lithium through the evaporation block here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We're getting this. I think we're being only limited by the import rate. We might as well just go all in because we're producing this pretty fast actually. So we might as well just do 10,000. Just, yeah, let's do it. Just check it. This thing will be full. So yeah, this thing stores 256 buckets. That's a pretty big buffer actually. I think that's fine. That's how much we want to keep internally, and we can move this brine around later, which is what we want. But yeah, as you can see, we're putting in brine, and this thing only takes in 10 buckets as well. So let's fill up another quantum entangloporter. We can just put it right here, and let's set a new channel, which is lithium, right? And then just set it. We're just gonna set that, and then clear everything else. And then I think this is also a fluid, so we're just gonna input, right? Does that work? I don't think it is. It is liquid lithium. It does say it's liquid lithium and liquid brine, right? So we're correct that it's liquid. I don't think then that we can actually just push it up like that. We actually have to pipe it in, I think. Okay, let's import this, and yeah, there we go. We have to actually pipe it in because this thing does not automatically push it out. This needs like some sort of like suction thing, some sort of thing, some sort of pipe that like is directly told to import it out. But yeah, that was so quick. We just filled up and 256 buckets of lithium just like that. That was so quick. That's actually crazy. But yeah, these quantum entangloporters are gonna be super clutch because these things are just gonna move all of our stuff around super easily. But yeah, these things are so cool. Okay, let's set up everything else now. I think that's all we needed to do with these thermal stuff, right? We're done with this stuff, right? So let's do this stuff now. Okay, reaction chamber. Should we do? I think we need to set up the separation first, right? So we're getting brine here, right? The brine can be separated into sodium and chloride. So we can get sodium and chloride separate through the separator. And also we can separate water into oxygen and hydrogen. So that's we must do that. So we need two of these actually. So let's make another one. Oh, also between episodes, I put up these iron sliding doors from Ad Astra. These are pretty easy to craft. Let me just remove all of this. But yeah, these are pretty easy to craft. These needs just some iron plating stuff, which are pretty cheap, and also one of these steel blocks. And just like that, you make an iron sliding door, and you can right click to open them. Just like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you can even open using a pressure plate. I think there is like invisible stuff that we can put to make sure we don't actually see the pressure plate. But yeah, this is still pretty cool. As you can see, this is, yeah, I'm gonna put more of these doors all around. I think these look pretty cool. But yeah, so these electrolytic separators, so what we can do is we can put them like this. That's not how I thought they would go. But yeah, we can put one here, and I'm gonna put another one over here. We're gonna put our other mechanism stuff, other mechanism machines here. We're gonna put a set up an ore processing factory here, but we need to do everything else first, right? We need to set up everything that we need. So what I was the whole reason why I'm doing this is because I want to do this whole processing setup. So Mechanism has this setup where you uh, get dust, right? You make dirty dust, which is crushed from a clump, which is you get from either from directly from the ore. So you're tripling the ore, by the way, if you see, right? Or you could inject oxygen into some shards. With the shards, which you either get through this, which is like a 3 to 8. So it's kind of duplicating. That's not that good. But yeah, this thing, we get crystallizer. We are injecting hydrogen chloride into a crystal, which we get from this slurry, which we get by mixing water with the dirty slurry, and the dirty slurry is by by just putting an ore into this. But as you can see, we get 1 for 1,000. I think this is, if I remember correctly, we get 200 for each. So that means that this is 5 times duplication, which is crazy. This is 3 for 2, so this is 3 for 10, right? So we're getting 3 to 5, right? Like this is like 3.3 duplication, but this is 5 times duplication if we directly put the ore in. That's actually crazy. Yeah, that's actually crazy. This thing is, yeah, it's pretty normal. But yeah, okay, so let's actually do this stuff without babbling on for too long. Let's get these entangloporters, right? So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put one here, and I'm gonna put one here, and one here, right? So side config, I want fluids. No, I'm gonna actually get gases here. So gases, right input, just this input, right? So we're going to input something from here, and the rest is going to go here. Let me just clear this gas here. Okay, just like that. And we probably should set up the water first, right? Let's set up water. Let's do water first. I wonder if the quantum entangloporters can directly push into the block. That's something we should test as well. Let me try that actually first. So let's try this, right? We want to separate brine, right? The brine is separated into sodium and chlorine, right? And this is gas, I believe. So we just set it to this, and then we just do side config. We just clear everything. Infuse types, fluids. What? Gases. Clear. Okay. We just do output, just like that. Let's see if that actually works. That is not outputting. Okay, so this is inputting the first one here. This is outputting the second one here, and this is input. Can I not set input? Oh, because the gas is not an input. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Fluid, right? So top is input, right? It's not getting the fluid. Oh, I thought I said that. Oh, I think I need to set eject to on. Okay, so bottom is output. Set auto eject. Oh, I heard something. Yup. that's producing sodium and chlorine. This should push the gases out. We need to set, okay, output 1, output 2. Oh, we need to actually set channels. Okay, so let's do sodium. Let's just do Na, right? Sodium, Na gas, right? And set that. And that's gonna be, just clear everything. Okay, input. Okay, that's getting the sodium here. So we have 400 buckets of sodium. This thing is full. Oh, we actually need power. I forgot. But yeah, this thing needs power. Can we not put it there? Okay. But yeah, front. So make sure we can actually input the power from the front. We should be able to put. Okay, there you go. We should be able to put the gate there, and we need lithium gas here. So lithium gas there. So what? Sorry, chlorine gas. Let's delete that. Yeah, chlorine gas. Okay, so chlorine gas, clear everything, and input. Okay, that's getting chlorine. Okay, that's so cool. Okay, this thing is pretty slow. Let's see if this gets speed upgrades. Right, that should speed it up. That's the max. Oh, that was really fast. 28,000. And let's see if we can install more of these. Nope, I don't think this thing can be upgraded. Yeah, some of the machines, they can't be upgraded by the mechanic stuff. I think we should do dumping excess. Idle. It's fine, I mean, for now. Let's just see which one we fill up first. But yeah, sodium, chlorine, 28,000. Why are we not getting more brine? I wonder why. Should be getting brine from here. Oh. Oh. What? This thing should not have lithium in it. That's really weird. Why does this thing have lithium? That's really weird. Okay, it's producing 10,000. Okay, that was really weird. Why does this have lithium? Let me just. Yeah, that pipe should not have lithium in it. That still has lithium. I don't know why it has lithium. I guess because it's connected to this. It's importing this, and it should export this. That is so weird. I don't know why that is happening. Explain, someone please. But yeah, I think round robin is enabled, and we're inputting 10,000 from the brine thing, and this thing is still getting brine, right? And this thing is still inputting all our brine here. Okay, liquid brine, it's getting all the brine. And this thing is working. Okay, so this thing is filling up. This thing is gonna fill up all of our chlorine gas and our sodium gas. Okay, so let's do the same now on the other side. Let's set up 3 quantum, just 2 actually. Let's set up 2 quantum entangler porters. One like this, one like this. Let's do clear, oh, items. Okay, no, it's fine. Gas, right? Input. Oh, I keep messing that's none. Yeah, okay. Input only on the top, and energy input from the front. Okay. And make sure gases is set to eject. We're gonna set up different channels here. So we're gonna set up hydrogen gas, right? Let's do the whole thing, because then we know which one it is. Okay, hydrogen gas, clear everything, and input from here, right? And now we're going to set up oxygen gas. like that. Clear everything. And then gas input from this. Okay, so all we need to do now is put power, put speed upgrades. Okay. So we're getting 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, right? H2O, right? For each millibucket of that, we're getting 2 millibuckets of hydrogen and 1 millibucket of oxygen. And they're pushing out into the hydrogen channel and the oxygen channel, right? That's pretty cool. I just realized, I just set this to oxygen on totally no basis. Like, I had no idea that which side actually is hydrogen, which side is oxygen. Uh, that's funny, actually. And it still somehow worked. I guess I'm kind of lucky. But yeah, this thing is pretty slow, so we need to put speed upgrades. You know what? Let me just remove the speed upgrades from this. We don't actually need it here right now. Let's see how fast this fills up. Okay, so once we fill it up, it actually produces half a bucket of hydrogen and a quarter bucket of oxygen every single time. That's so cool. Okay, that's really fast. That's very nice. Yeah, it really speeds it up. So we really need this really quickly. I think we actually might need to make more of these, so we can stack them up, and that's pretty cool because we can set up a sink behind this wall, and we can just put up like a whole wall of these, so produce more of this hydrogen and of this oxygen. But yeah, for now, that is fine for now. I think we don't need that much. This thing is also going to fill up. I think the internal tank on the gases is much more. Yeah, actually, it's only like 250, right, buckets for this, but for this it's like way more. That's actually crazy. It stores so much more gas. Yeah, it stores a lot of gas actually. Yeah, okay, so we're producing this stuff now. It's time to actually set up these machines and set up our ore washing system as described here. There is a nice picture here to show us. We also need sulfuric acid, right? We have hydrogen. Oh, we have hydrogen, we have chlorine. We actually combine them together to make hydrogen chloride. And then we have oxygen, we have water, and we just need sulfuric acid, which we can just directly get. If you didn't know, we can just get sulfuric acid through Mekanism sulfuric acid. That's not the Mekanism stuff. Sulfuric acid. We can get it to this. We can just put in sulfur dust into this, and we have a lot of sulfur dust, but that only gives us 2 millibuckets. That's not a lot, actually. We might actually have to go through this setup, mixing in water vapor and sulfur trioxide. It's like a whole complex setup, though. I kind of don't want to do that, actually. Or we can that is interesting. We can also make, we can go the Gregstar route. That's not what I wanted. But yeah, liquid. Yeah, there's no other way to produce that. But yeah, sulfur trioxide by mixing in sulfur dioxide and oxygen. And is that the only way? Sulfur dioxide? Okay, so as you can see, I set up some sulfur essence here, so we can autocraft some of the sulfur dust here. But I actually have to. I made this crafting card here. So what happens is when I set up this export bus, this should automatically export sulfur like this. So it'll export only sulfur, but it'll make sure to craft more. If there's no more sulfur left, it'll make sure. Okay, so use stocked items or craft items while exporting. Do not use stocked items. Okay, yeah, but we want to make sure we use up our stock before we actually craft anything. Okay, scheduling mode, export until the network is empty. Then try the next ones. Round robin, random. I mean, it doesn't matter, I think, because we only are exporting one item. I'm gonna put up a facade over here so we can't see this, right? So we can actually not see this. Okay, so this is where our oxidizer will go. This should, oh, and it already started working. That's pretty cool. Let me just put up a speed upgrade here. So this thing is producing sulfur. Oh, we actually need to feed it energy. Okay, but yeah. So this thing is producing. Why am I getting so much lag? Oh God. That's a lot of lag for. Oh, for whatever reason. Did I break my... I did not. I don't know why that happened. Okay. Oh. Yeah, these things can be sort of annoying. Okay, so this thing, I'm going to put up acceleration cards. So this thing is super fast. Okay, so 64 sulfur dust. My frames dropped a lot ever since I put that crafting card in. I don't know if that crafting card is creating a lot of lag. I might set up a different system for crafting them. But yeah, I think this is fine for now. Let's hope we don't crash our computer while we're doing this. Okay, so we have sulfur dioxide. We need to convert it to trioxide, so for which we need a chemical infuser. So chemical infuser right here. This thing just automatically imported the sulfur dioxide, which is pretty cool. Let's make sure we're not doing anything wrong. Gases, items, input, right? And gases is right output. Okay. I'm surprised it automatically set it to that, but okay, that's pretty nice. So we want to not import any of this. Gases, front output, right input. We want this to be, we want the top to be input 2, right? And we want to set this to output, and this is to none. Okay, so let's set up a quantum entangloporter. We're going to set up the oxygen channel. Okay, oxygen gas, clear everything. Doesn't really matter, but we're just going to do it. And then output, and then eject. Okay, that's working. We're getting sulfur trioxide. Let's speed it up. Okay, so we get sulfur trioxide just like that. Then we need to convert this into sulfuric acid, which we just put in water vapor. So water vapor plus sulfuric trioxide, we get this. Okay, another chemical infuser. This should have automatically taken in the trioxide. Okay, and then gases, input 2, and then output. Okay, so this is going to be our HCl channel, hydrochloric acid channel. So we're going to set up this. Let's set up HCl. I don't know if it's, I think this is what? I mean, sorry, sulfuric acid. This is a gas. Let's just do, okay, sulfuric acid, gas. Okay, so that's our H2S4 gas, which is sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid gas. Let's do this, and gases, input. Okay, that should work. This needs water vapor now, for which I'm gonna put up a rotatory condensator. I might put it in the front actually, and let's set up, you know what, let's try to make this compact. I think this will look cool. Let's put up a water thing here. So I've moved my water to this, and I'm pulling in around, oh, yeah, 100,000 per take. So I think that's going to be plenty of water. Oh, I crafted a bunch of more speed upgrades. I'm going to put the water down here. Let's put up the rotatory condensator over here. Let's change this to import the gas from the front. Let's change this to none. Okay. So we're going to import the gas from here. We are condensating. No, we're doing the reverse. We are decondensating. Okay, so we're converting water into water vapor, right? This thing, fluids, right, is input. This is input, and the gases, this is our output and auto eject on. Okay, this thing should start getting water vapor. Okay, cool. That is very cool. Speed upgrade. I think this is max speed upgrade as well. Okay, so now we should be able to power all of these and actually make this whole setup run. So let's give this power. This thing's producing sulfur dioxide. This thing is filling up with sulfur dioxide. This thing is pretty slow for a max power. Yeah, we would have not gotten enough if we did every dust individually without this whole setup. But yeah, so we're getting sulfur dioxide. Let's power this. We're getting sulfur trioxide now. And then let's power this. We're getting water vapor. And finally, we need to power this. So let's make sure. What? Can we not input from the top? Okay, there we go. So this is getting sulfuric acid, and this thing is getting sulfuric acid now, which is pretty cool. Okay, nice. We have sulfuric acid set up. We should probably also put energy upgrades on these, all of these. I just realized. Okay, so all of these are max upgraded. We're producing this. Is this already full? I don't think so. What is happening here? Oh, did we run out of sulfur? I think we did. I don't think we have enough sulfur. Essence? We have plenty of essence. That's really weird. I don't know why that's happening. We have the crafting recipe too. That should not be happening. I don't know why that is happening. Should this just not work? Oh my god, why is that pattern in there? What? I thought I put it in the right place. Maybe I just put it in the wrong place. That's probably the only reason. Is that it? I just put the pattern in the wrong place. That's probably it, I'm assuming. That looks like it's running. Yeah, it's crafting up all of the that was it. That is so stupid. Okay, so now we actually have hydrogen chloride being produced here, and this will slowly fill up. We are producing about 100 every second ish, right? Yeah, we're producing I think about 200 each. We can actually look how much we're producing in this. Doesn't really show. I mean, I think this is is there really no way to tell? I want to know the limit. I want to know the rate. It's not just 100, 100, 100. Yeah, I think it's just producing about 100 each. It can go because this is producing 100 each. So this, if we only bottleneck by this, I think everything else is fine. Is this not? Are we getting oxygen? Oh, it's because of this. Let's do this. Dumping excess. Should we just make them run all the time, I guess? Because then we will run out of oxygen if one of these is stopped. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's something to think about. Maybe I'll just do dumping excess on everything, so we just keep producing them. But then it'll just keep running and it'll keep using it up, which I don't really care about much, but that is a concern to have. Why is this not producing brine? Is it the same thing again? I don't know what's happening here. I mean, we don't need this right now, but yeah, this is, see, it's filling up with liquid lithium for some reason. I don't know why that is. Let's do 10,000. It's importing all the brine. It gets the lithium again. I don't, oh my god, this is annoying. That is really annoying. I don't know if it's gonna break again. I'll have to think something else about that. I'll think about it later. It's fine. Okay, so now that we have done this process here, we're producing the sulfuric acid here, right? So now we need to actually set up the rest of the machines, which is the big part. That's the That's the actual thing that we were working over this whole episode. And all of these machines, actually, all of the things we're producing, oxygen and all of this stuff, this is going to be useful for later on when we're doing more mechanism stuff. So these quantum entangler floaters, that's why I'm setting it up, because then I can use these wherever I want, in any room I want, for any machine I want, which is kind of cool. But yeah, okay, let's start working on the actual ore processing setup here. So we're at the final steps of completing this entire process here. So one more thing we need is hydrogen chloride gas, right? HCl. So we have another chemical infuser here, and all we have to do is set up hydrogen and chloride. Okay, so we have hydrogen gas. Set that. Make sure we set the gas to output, right? Output, and then eject. So this thing is now receiving hydrogen, and all we need to do now is set this to chlorine and set the gas to output, eject. There we go. And this thing is now turned on. This thing is producing hydrogen chloride, and now we need another channel, HCl gas. So HCl gas, and we're just gonna set that, and that thing is going to be producing HCl gas, and it's going to input, and this thing should receive all of our hydrogen chloride gas like that. This is receiving the hydrogen chloride. This is producing about 62 millibuckets every tick, which is not bad. So let's just put some speed upgrades on there and some energy. Oh, I already put them. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. So now we have hydrogen chloride automated as well. So all of these chemicals, all of these automated in these little blocks. That's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like that. Okay, so on to the main thing now. Let's do this one. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 machines, right? So this is probably going to be the center-ish, right there. We want. Okay, let's wait, one second. Okay. So yeah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so first we need to put our ore through a dissolution chamber. It'll make the slurry. We wash the slurry. We make it clean. We crystallize that. Then we inject it with oxygen, I believe it was. I forgot which one takes HCl. Which one? It's fine. Okay, let's just. Okay. What? They look the same. That's why. Yeah, they look so similar, but yeah, they're different. Okay, this is the injection chamber. This is a purification chamber, and this is compressing, and this is smelter. Okay. So this is all I followed. I followed this. So first we have a dissolution chamber, then the washer, crystallizer, injection chamber, purification. So yeah, injection is when we inject hydrogen. Purifying is we purify with oxygen. Okay, and then we crush it, we enrich it, and then we smelt it. Yeah, that's quite a process there. But yeah, let's just claim all of these quests. We're almost done. On the way part to advanced mechanism stuff. We can do fusion and fission later on once you finish all of this. But yeah, let's do this now. This thing needs hydrogen chloride. This thing needs oxygen, right? And everything else, and this thing needs water. We don't really need anything else other than that. I think the first one needs also the H2SO4. Okay, so let's set this up now. Okay, so let's see if I remember everything correct. Oh wait, actually, let's upgrade everything before we do anything, because I feel like I'll forget if I don't do it. So let's just upgrade everything just like that. Did I actually? Yeah, okay. I had the perfect amount of upgrades for all of them. That's actually kind of crazy. I think some of them can also be upgraded. So yeah, these ones, this one. I don't think these ones can be upgraded. Okay, but yeah, these ones I can upgrade just like that. and elite one. I don't have the ultimate ones. I'll upgrade it later. Okay, but let's do this finally. Okay, crusher. Oh, it already received it. Okay, items, input from the left, output from the right, auto eject on. This thing is getting the dirty dust. Finally, this is the last part. Input, output, auto eject on. What? Alright, so let's upgrade all of these to ultimate. I mean, we don't really have to do it because these processes inherently are so slow that we don't really need the best machines for all of them, but I mean, you know, might as well have them. So what we need to do now is just put this whole thing. This thing is going to produce, as you can see, this is just 5 from one ore. We got 5 ingots from one ore. That's just crazy. So this, we put in 63, right? This should give us 5 stacks of ingots from just one stack of ore. That's just crazy. This crazy setup. This is our ore processing setup. That's actually so cool. But yeah, we're getting each ingot at a time, and this whole thing is going to be processed just like that. Why is this? Oh, that's why. Let's set to energy. Like that. Okay. So now the entire setup is working. We're getting, we're turning, using sulfuric acid, the ore. We're making dirty slurry. We're washing it. We're making clean slurry. The clean slurry is then being crystallized in the chemical crystallizer, and the crystallized aldomodium is being turned into shards by injecting with hydrogen chloride. The shards are then purified into these clumps using oxygen, and then finally we crush the clumps, get the dirty dust, we enrich them, and use the dirty clumps to get clean dust, and then we finally smelt the dust and get the ingots. That is so cool. Yep, that's very cool. Now finally what I want to do is just import this. I believe we should have, yep, right there, and we just need an importer. Okay, so finally let's set this up. We put our importer on the, like that, and then this should be imported into our system. Why is it not importing? That should work. Do I need to filter you? I don't think I should have to. That's kind of weird. I just realized there's aldomodium seeds. I did not know this was a thing. That's actually crazy, and it's only one aldomodium block for each. Like, it's not even like compressed or anything. Like, that's actually so cheap. That's kind of broken, actually. I thought the only way to get those resources were to use bees, and I kind of wanted to leave the bees for later on because there's certain things that can only be automated with bees. I thought this was one of them, but it's apparently it's not. Apparently you can just get them. Could you get the other stuff as well? Could you get vibranium? There is vibranium. Yep, it's aldomodium stuff. You can get vibranium seeds. Can you get unobtainium seeds? Obtainium, unobtainium. That is unobtainium seeds. And you just need blocks of it. You don't need it compressed like all the other mods. That's actually crazy. What? That's just insane. And it's only insanium blocks. Like, we have so much insanium. Like, that's so cheap. That's actually unbelievable. So we only need 36, right? So 4 blocks. We only need 36 of them to actually just get unlimited amounts of all 3 of these. That's crazy. I should probably do that. We can do it for aldomodium, but for vibranium and unobtainium, I'm gonna mine them a bit before we do this. But yeah, we already have plenty of ingots to already do this, so we don't really care much about aldomodium. So we don't really need to mine for stuff anymore. I mean, that's kind of nice actually, because chunk destroyers are extremely laggy, and I don't want to create any more lag in my world with all of these machines around, right? We don't want to do that. But yeah, okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. It was a while trying to figure out all of this mechanism stuff, and as you can see, I'm already future-proofing stuff, right? This is stuff that we didn't really need right now, but I'm already future-proofing for stuff that, oh, actually, there is one more thing that I kind of forgot to do. I want to do that right now, actually. Let's do it. HDPE sheets. I kind of want, yep, oxygen and liquid ethylene. That's something that we need to set up. Pellets, enrichment chamber. Yep, that's something we should have done. Let me just remove all of these things, right? Let's do this. So we need to use up all of this saved up biofuel that I had. So this is all of this biofuel. Back when I had biogenerators, Mekanism biogenerators for all of my power, I was using this for my power, but now I need to convert this biofuel stuff into HDPE sheets. So first of all, I need to actually pump this into this. I also need some gates. I need more gates. Oh, the rotatory condenser does not go over here. I don't know why I put it over there. But yeah, let's just put it over here. I think that'll be fine. Let's just put it over here like this. That'll be like a separate thing on its own. Just like that. That'll be that'd be kind of funny. But yeah, okay, so let's do this first. So we put this in. Let's give all of these power, just like that. This thing is going to react with, I believe it was substrate, or we need to put the recipe for substrate. Okay, so this thing is going to react with water and hydrogen, right? Water and hydrogen with biofuel is going to make substrate. So we need to give it water and hydrogen. So let's put one below. I think that's fine. Let's put one below, and let's put one above. Right, so let's give it water from down below, and let's do fluids and do output and auto eject on. This thing is getting water, and let's do hydrogen from the top. So hydrogen gas, let's do that, and then gases, output, auto eject on. So this thing turned on. This thing is now converting this stuff. Let me just upgrade these. Okay, so yeah, this thing is, oh wow, this is already producing ethylene. That's kind of what we want. Is that a good thing? Do we want liquid ethylene in here? Or do we want we want substrate, HDPE. We want liquid ethylene. That's bad. Let's not do that. So not only do we need to do this, I think we might have to set one in the back. That's kind of awkward. Input. This thing is receiving all of the ethylene. This thing is getting the substrate. So we take this, we do items, auto eject on, right? This thing is now gonna get, that's not what we want.